Hey, Chris Blackton here at Stork Digital. So, over the last week, I've been putting out a couple of new videos on my channel regarding a very cool little app called Rocketlink. Now, Rocketlink, for those of you who haven't watched previous videos, Rocketlink is a cloud-based link shortener and retargeting tool. But it's more than that. It also allows you to take long, unwieldy links and turn them into very highly brandable and shareable links that you can easily place on social media, so Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and so on. And if you're into affiliate marketing, as a lot of people are, you'll be aware acutely by now that affiliate links on their own are not really suitable for sharing natively on the majority of platforms. So a mechanism that allows you to not only shorten those links, but to add tracking pixels and retargeting pixels, as well as really brand your links around your identity, is pretty desirable indeed. And now, this is also of interest if you are a blogger, because brand is perhaps more important in that scenario, because whereas affiliates, they may or may not care too much about the longevity of the links that they're using. But on the other hand, a blogger, someone who develops sites as assets, is going to be a lot more concerned with that. And that's why the ability to not only shorten unwieldy links, but to actually brand them is pretty valuable indeed. But in order to be able to do that on Rocketlink, you have to create what's called a custom domain. And this is essentially your domain, but an element of your domain, such as a subdomain, that you're going to use exclusively for tracking and branding. And the best way to do that is by using a subdomain and by using a CNAME record to set it up at your registrar. And on Rocketlink itself, it's really a very straightforward, quick process. All we do, in fact, is when logged in, go straight to the Domains tab, which will bring you to here. And from there, just how many domains you have, by the way, does depend on your plan. In my current plan, I'm using 3 out of 5 available. And all you do is go to Add Custom Domain, which brings up this straightforward dialog box right here. And then we enter in a domain that we're going to use. So if I type one in, now, if you haven't registered a domain yet, or if you haven't got one spare, then you need to go and register a domain first of all. If it's just going to be a tracking domain, then it's not super important what it's called. If you've already got a domain for branding, if you've already got an established website, then the best course of action is to create a subdomain for tracking purposes. So you might want to have, for example, track dot whatever the name of your domain is. I'm using a tracking domain called ActiveAds, so my tracking domain is going to be track.activeads.com. The brand, if applicable, is activeads.com in this instance. And then here we have a route for a for redirect, and this is where basically you just tell Rocketlink to bounce any misdirected traffic to this particular domain's homepage. So what this means is if you have a tracking link that's broken, or it's not working, or someone tries to dig a bit deeper into your landing page or what's going on behind the scenes, what will happen is that they just get bounced to that particular domain's homepage, which could be a real homepage, or it could just be a custom page that you've set up to catch that kind of activity. And this is all we do really. It's very simple, 3-step process. Boom, boom, boom. Hit save, and it gives you then a bit of information about registering a domain if you haven't yet done so. A bit more about CNAMEs also. CNAMEs are just a way of almost pushing a subdomain over to Rocketlink without actually moving the domain itself. Can take up to 48 hours, but usually it's a lot quicker than that. And then your tracking domain is ready to go. And then what we do next time we want to create a link, we go through the process as usual. Let's just pick something straightforward. Pick Google as our destination URL. I'm going to call it test 3. And then straight away, notice that we can choose our recently added custom domain from the list, add any pixels as necessary, add any additional tracking tags up here, click save, and job done. And then the link that I've just set up, it's added to my list of current links. And then if I want to, I can customize this a little bit further. I can give it a friendly name, one that I will easily remember. Let's call it test 3 for now. Hit save, boom. And then all we do is copy to the clipboard. And then this link is ready to use with our brand new custom domain. So we can go straight away now to our social media platforms, our paid advertising sources, whatever they are, and this link is ready to use. If you've added analytics, tracking tags also, if you've added pixels, they'll automatically be included in the link, so you do not need to worry about that. And this is really just a very nifty, very cool, elegant way of tracking links using this brandable link shortener called Rocketlink, and also by using your very own custom domains. And as you can see, it's very easy to set them up, just a straightforward process. Fill in the form about your domain, and then what you have to do after that is just ensure that the CNAME is set up at your domain's registrar. If you found this video useful, I'm going to be doing a few more video tips on Rocketlink in the next set of upcoming videos. So do subscribe if you found this useful. That's all for now. Take care.